Um, have you talked to Cam lately?
She's out in Oregon now.
Oh, she is?
Yep.
With Janet and
And
David?
her brother.
Oh no, who's out there?
Her brother.
What's his name? Noel?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
I think
good.
so.
Does she still keep in touch with Karen at all?
No.
No.
We don't either.
No. Where's your brother buried?
Whose brother?
Your brother.
Oh, he's buried in cemetery in the cities, in the
In where?
suburb in the cities. Yeah.
By who? Is he next to your
Well,
mom or dad?
There was a lot that was open,
Yeah.
and he just took it.
Oh, so he bought it before he died?
Didn't have to buy it. It was
Oh.
left there.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Is it in a cemetery?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
Why are you laughing?
Because it just sounded like it could have been anywhere.
I don't remember the name of the...
Did you go to the burial?
Yes, we did, yeah.
I don't think I even went to his funeral.
Well, it happened so fast. You know, we were in the hospital seeing him, and on the way home from the hospital, he died.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So was he able to say goodbye
Well, he was on oxygen, and they took that all off.
after you left?
I think they took him off all in life support. That was what they wanted. I guess Karen and I don't know. It's so long ago now. I don't remember things.
I know.
I don't remember things about my own brother.
I know. Don't you remember the early stuff though better than the late stuff?
Yeah, that's true about anything.
How did your mom decide to become a hairdresser?
Don't ask me if she used the machines
Yeah.
and then the machineless. Yeah.
She used a machine to dry it or to...
Oh, to give the permanent
Oh.
or to give the hairdo.
What did it do?
They had a pad you put on your hair through.
Yeah.
It was about this big. And then they put down tin foil and then they clamped the rod on. And then they turned on the juice.
Like electric?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's true.
That's so crazy. Did it hurt, do you think?
Well, it got hot real fast.
Did it hurt your head though if you got...
It was like holding a boulder on your head.
Was it?
So heavy, yes.
Did she do it to you all the time?
Well, I remember having those permanents with the cords coming down and the electricity being turned on. And then they went to the machineless, so they did the same without the electricity.
Oh.
So they had the rods that were hooked up to electricity on the big thing up here. They brought them down and hooked them onto the rods, which had tinfoil on top of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
How often did she give you a permanent?
Oh, I don't remember.
Like
My mother's been dead for 20 years or more.
Yeah, more than 20.
So I just remember she was a jolly lady.
Was she?
Oh, yeah. Didn't you ever know her?
Yeah. She died when I was in 5th grade.
Oh, really?
So I knew her. Grandpa Starkey died when I was in 3rd grade.
Hmm.
So did she have that in the house the house that I lived in, or was that in Minneapolis?
No, that was at some shop, I think. As far as I've researched her, the father of my father, is that she lived on Emerson Avenue, and she had a shop in the back. And there was a house, and then there was an apartment building where my father lived.
Your father, Paul, or
Mhm.
your dad, George?
No.
Paul.
Paul, yeah. So,
That was in Minneapolis.
yeah, on Emerson Avenue, south.
So. And then did you live there?
Nope.
Ever?
I lived with my Aunt Catherine.
You did? When
Yeah.
you were little?
Yeah, my brother and I lived there.
With your grandma? Or with your mom?
I think so.
You think so?
Hmm. And then when we went to the cities, I lived with my aunt and uncle. When I went to the cities to work.
Yeah.
But when I was young, we lived there because it was a place for us kids to go while my mother went to work.
Oh.
And
So you think your mom slept there too, like lived there?
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember.
Catherine and what was his name?
Otto.
Oh yeah.
We, we just got together with my cousin Dean,
Yeah. That would be Catherine's son?
Yep, Catherine and Otto's son, Dean.
Is he your age?
Oh, he's 80. I think he's just 80. I
Okay.
think.
So did you play with him when you were little that you remember?
Well, Edgar and him were like buds.
Oh, were they?
Yep, they were buds, yep. Anyway, so we had a nice time with him.
Where did you visit?
We went out to lunch with him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
on close to where Paul lives, in that shopping area in there.
In Coon Rapids?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, across the Coon Rapids Boulevard over in there. They met us there.
Do they live over there?
They live in Andover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
still alive?
Yeah,
Dean and Winnie,
yeah,
right?
yeah. They're
I
very
remember-
nice. And so I sent them a picture of my cousin Edna. That would be his cousin too.
Where does she live?
She's, last I knew she was in this nursing home in Perham.
Oh.
We went to see her.
No, did I know her? Probably not.
No, when we were young, she used to yodel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did. So when we went to visit her, there was a woman that ran the place, and I said, ask Edna sometime about if she would yodel for you. She's real old and in the
Yeah.
bed,
Yeah.
And Edna said, don't you dare tell her that.
Did she yodel for you?
No, she didn't. No, she's quite old. But when she was young, she could yodel.
Really?
Yep.
Just for fun, or did she perform?
I don't know. I don't remember now. But she didn't want me to tell it, so it's what I told her anyway.
You did. That's a talent not many people can say they have anymore. It's a lost art, really.
I asked her, do you remember when you yodeled? She just looked at me.
So whose child was she?
That was Rosine's, let's see, am I thinking right?
Rosalie?
Rosine.
Rosine.
My Aunt Rosine, that would be her daughter.
Is that Catherine's sister and your
No,
mom's
no.
sister?
Be my mom's sister. My mom's sister, Rosine.
And Otto was your mom's brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was the sister-in-law. Wait, no, I'm not thinking right. No, Rosine was not her sister. Yes, she was. Oh boy. You're asking very challenging questions.
I'm trying to ask the ones that are in your deep long-term memory, because those are the only ones I remember now, too. So you went to visit.
Rosine was married to a Casti.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Because
And
didn't we met all the Casti kids with the red hair?
Yeah. And my cousin Philip, he lives with
Oh.
one of his daughters in South Dakota, is it? I got his picture. I'll show it to you.
Is
Up in the basket.
Philip Casti was married to Rosine? Is that what you're saying?
It was Philip, not Casti.
Yeah.
Yeah, Casti, yeah.
He was married to Rosine? Or they were not married? Okay.
Ed Casti was married to Rosine.
Okay, so Philip Casti, those are the kids that came
Yeah.
out to the lake.
Philip and Edna. I don't know if Edna ever did.
I remember.
There was Edna and Philip and Mabel. Mabel Sparks.
Who was she?
She was a sister to Philip and Edna.
The Cassidy kids came over, and they were all really big and strong, and so they came swimming. All those redheads. They had like 4 or 5 kids, and then they had one that was like 8 years younger. Do you remember that? They had the little boy, and they came out, and we had
Is that the one that Philip ran over? He
Maybe.
backed over one of his children.
Oh, oops.
And yeah,
He didn't die though.
she did.
He did.
She did. Yep. And Philip was married to Thelma.
Thelma. Yes, yes, yes. She was at the lake. She was kind of a bigger lady, right?
Yep. And she was on school board, so she probably had a few smarts, more than
Yeah.
anybody else in
Yeah.
the family.
Well, they went to like Kensington schools or something like that, I think, didn't they? Or Elbow Lake, or no, not Elbow Lake.
Oh,
Ashby.
Ashby, yeah.
And they were in sports. I remember playing against them, or
Really?
playing in like the regional. I didn't, but I remember them being about the same age, maybe a little older. But then when they came out at the lake, they would tip over that raft because they were so strong. Remember that little raft we had? It was like the size of maybe those 2 6-foot tables. And we played on that to no end. And then the Casties came out, and they were so big, and I remember being under it when they flipped it over on us one time. I was like, who did you invite out here? Get rid of these guys.
I just found that picture, and I'm going to send it to Dean. That picture of them all at the lake, his mom and dad, you know,
Yeah.
Uncle Otto and Catherine were there. And I got it out. I might have sent it to him. I don't remember now. But I had it on the table there. I was going to mail it to him. I don't know if I ever mailed it, but I was going to before we left.
Yeah, in there, in the Halleck, or in Brandon.
In Brandon, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh.
So what did I'm good, thank you. What did you and Ed do at Catherine's house when you were little? For fun, because you didn't
Edgar
probably
played
have
with
TV.
Dean. I got a colored picture of him and Dean.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
From somebody's camera?
Somebody's. It's colored. Nice colored picture. Oh, Dean brags about Edgar.
Really?
Yeah. He said,
Right now he does?
when we had lunch together.
Yeah. What did he say?
He was his best buddy.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't stay best buddies, though. Or did they? No.
He died. My brother died.
Yeah. But I don't remember them being together. But I wasn't around Ed all the time.
No. That wasn't when they were little. And my cousin Corky, you know, he was
Oh, yeah.
around there too.
Corky and Dean.
He was always in trouble for something. I don't know what.
Is he alive?
No, he died.
Is
He
that
wa-
his real name?
No, his name is, let me think now, Otto Jr.
Oh, okay.
He lived with a gal, and I've never seen her since. But I didn't even know that Corky died.
Oh.
They didn't let me know.
What did you play at Catherine's house? And
I don't know.
did she have dolls and stuff for you to play with?
No,
No. Did you have television?
I think so.
I think so.
My uncle would have that. He'd be so proud when he'd go out to South Dakota selling roofing, you know,
Oh, yeah.
jobs.
Catherine's husband?
My Uncle Otto. I remember telling this to Dean. I said, he'd come home and he said, he's got a deal. That was always when he sold something. I got a deal.
Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm. Dean said, oh, yeah. One funny thing they told me, oh, my God. And Catherine had some duck, frozen duck.
Uh-huh.
She wrapped it up and mailed it to Dean and Woody. It was just sopping wet when they got it.
Why?